Imagine waking up tomorrow morning to the same alarm, the same light leaking through your window, the same ordinary start to an ordinary day, except somewhere deep in space, something impossible has already happened. The sun, the star that has burned calmly for 6 billion years, has exploded, not flickered, not dimmed, not slowly died. It has detonated in a sudden, violent catastrophe that no human, no scientist, no civilization ever expected to witness. And the terrifying part is this, you won't know it yet. For a little over 8 minutes after the explosion, Earth goes on as if nothing is wrong. Cars start, planes take off, people scroll their phones, children head to school. Sunlight still warms your skin because light takes time to travel. The last photons ever produced by our star are racing through space toward us, carrying the final echo of a cosmic disaster. In those 8 minutes, humanity is already doomed, but blissfully unaware. Then the light stops. At first, it doesn't look like an explosion. There is no fireball in the sky, no dramatic shockwave. The sun simply vanishes. 1 second it's there, bright and familiar, and the next it's gone, replaced by a perfectly black, starless void. Day instantly becomes night across half the planet. Birds fall silent. Temperatures begin to drop almost immediately. People look up in confusion, shielding their eyes, thinking it's an eclipse. But eclipses don't swallow the entire sky. Within seconds, panic spreads. Social media floods with videos of the missing sun, live streams shaking with fear, voices cracking as people ask the same question over and over again. Where did the sun go? Power grids begin to fail as solar input collapses. Satellites start malfunctioning. Astronomers already know the truth, and many of them are too stunned to speak. An exploding sun should not be possible. Our star is not massive enough to go supernova. And yet somehow it has. 8 minutes later, the gravitational reality arrives. Gravity also travels at the speed of light, and when the sun exploded, its gravitational grip on the solar system vanished with it. Earth has been orbiting a mass that no longer exists. At that exact moment, our planet stops curving around an invisible center and instead shoots off in a straight line through space at 30 kilometers per second. There is no jolt, no sensation, you don't feel it, but Earth is no longer a planet with an orbit. It's a runaway world. The moon doesn't survive this change for long. Without the sun's stabilizing influence, the delicate gravitational balance collapses. The moon's orbit destabilizes, slowly drifting away or spiraling unpredictably, depending on the chaotic dance of forces. Tides go mad. Coastlines experience strange, uneven surges as the ocean struggles to respond to a sky that no longer makes sense. Within hours, the temperature begins to plummet. Without sunlight, Earth starts losing heat fast. Plants are the first to suffer. Photosynthesis stops instantly. Crops die within days. Forests begin to wither. The entire food chain built on sunlight starts collapsing from the bottom up. Herbivores starve. Predators follow soon after. Humanity's countdown has begun. By the end of the first day, the average global temperature has dropped several degrees. It feels like an endless night with no dawn coming. The stars look sharper now, brutally clear, no longer washed out by daylight. The Milky Way stretches across the sky like a cosmic scar. It's beautiful. And utterly horrifying, governments declare global emergencies. Underground bunkers are sealed. Nuclear power plants become humanity's last artificial suns, providing limited heat and energy. People crowd into cities, then underground, then into whatever shelter they can find. Those without access to energy freeze within weeks. Within a month, much of the surface of the planet becomes uninhabitable. The oceans begin to freeze from the top down. Sea ice spreads rapidly, locking away liquid water beneath kilometers of ice. Weather stops behaving like weather. No sunlight means no wind patterns, no evaporation, no rain. The sky becomes still, dark, and merciless. Snow falls in some regions and never melts. After 1 year, Earth's average temperature drops to around -40 degrees Celsius. Most complex life on the surface is gone. The only survivors are deep underground, near geothermal vents, or clustered around artificial heat sources. Humanity is no longer a dominant species. It is a fragile experiment fighting extinction. But the explosion of the sun didn't just kill Earth. Mercury, Venus, Mars, and every other object once bound to the sun are flung into the darkness. Some collide, others drift alone forever. Jupiter's moons freeze. Saturn's rings scatter. The solar system dissolves into a graveyard of frozen worlds wandering the galaxy like cosmic ghosts. As centuries pass, Earth becomes an ice-covered rogue planet, drifting silently through interstellar space. The atmosphere slowly freezes and falls as snow. Oxygen turns into pale blue ice, nitrogen solidifies, the sky itself collapses onto the ground. The planet that once teemed with life becomes a frozen fossil, preserving cities, oceans, and mountains under endless layers of ice. If any humans survive for generations, they live entirely underground, telling myths of a bright circle in the sky that once gave warmth, color, and life. Children grow up never seeing blue skies or sunsets, never feeling sunlight on their skin. The sun becomes a legend, a god that died. Eventually, even nuclear power runs out. Reactors shut down, lights go dark for the last time. The final humans freeze quietly, leaving behind empty tunnels and silent machines. Earth continues drifting for millions, maybe billions of years. It might one day pass near another star, briefly warming its frozen surface. It might be captured into a new orbit. Or it might wander forever, carrying the frozen memory of oceans, forests, and civilizations that once existed because a single star burned steadily in the sky. And all of it, the rise of life, the fall of humanity, the beauty and terror of existence, sends not with fire, not with war, but with the sudden absence of something we always assumed would be there tomorrow morning. Because the most terrifying thing about the sun exploding isn't the explosion itself. It's realizing how everything you've ever known depends on a single, distant star.